Good evening, and welcome to our production of Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just Bill, and I have a few announcements. At this time, please turn off or silence any cell phones or electronic devices and refrain from texting. We don't want any interjections during the show, and pictures are welcomed, but refrain from using the flash as it will interfere with our performers. Also, please refrain from holding it too high or you may block the view of the audience behind you, and leave a little elbow room for your neighbors. Whew, that was a lot of conjunctions. In case of emergency, please exit through the doors in which you entered, or either side exits to your left or your right. If you must leave during the performance, please do so during the applause. My friends and I have worked hard to put together this performance for you. We hope you enjoy it. We're ready to start the show before you can count to 3. It is a magic number, you know.
Good morning, class. I'm your new teacher, Mrs. Miser. No, that's terrible. I don't know why I'm so nervous this morning. I mean,
I have a degree. I love children. There's no reason why I wouldn't be a great teacher. They're gonna laugh at me. I hope they don't think I'm goofy.
They're only 8-year-olds. I'm almost like to be 8, I think.
Those little monsters are gonna eat me alive.
I got up early. I have plenty of time.
I'll just look over my lesson plan. It's too early.
Wish I could just go back to bed.
I am not a morning person.
maybe if I just watch a little TV, I'll be able to relax.
Your mind must forward, it's great to learn.
Because knowledge is power.
It's Schoolhouse Rocking, a chip off the block of your favorite schoolhouse, Schoolhouse Rock.
Hey, I didn't know these Schoolhouse Rock things were back on. I guess I have a little time to watch.
Hey, welcome to Schoolhouse Rock.
Live Junior!
Where this is a schoolhouse and you are rocking it.
Who are you and what are you doing in my rec room?
Where are you, Tori?
Well, that's enough TV for one morning. I'm going crazy.
No, don't turn off the TV. Leave the TV on, please.
You want the TV? Take the TV. The TV's yours. Just leave me alone, please.
Relax, Tori. We're just different parts of you. We're all the ideas in your head.
And not just us. Don't you realize how many ideas you have in your head? Just look around you.
I don't understand this.
Don't you see, Tori? We're every person you ever met.
We're every place you've ever been.
We're everything you've ever known.
Feel better?
No.
But you look great.
Well, every person you can know and every place that you can go and anything that you can show, you know they're nouns.
Noun's a special kind of word. It's any name you ever heard. I find it quite interesting. A noun's a person, place, or thing.
Oh, I took a train to another state. The floor and the funnel that I saw were really great. When I saw some bandits chasing the train, I was wishing I was back home again. I took a train to another state.
Every person you can know,
Like a bandit or an engineer,
any place that you can go,
like a state or a home,
and anything that you can show,
like animals, plants, or trees.
You know they're nouns. You know they're nouns.
Oh, I took a ferry to the Statue of Liberty. My best friend was waiting there for me.
It's really fairy.
We went for a walk on the island, you know, and in the middle of summer it started to snow when I took a ferry to the Statue of Liberty.
Well, every person you can know,
Like a friend or a captain of a ship,
and any place that you can go,
like an island or the sea,
and anything that you can show,
like a statue, fairy, or snow.
You know they're nouns. You know they're nouns. Oh, I put a dime in the drugstore record machine. Oldie gold and start playing if you know what I mean.
I heard
Chubby Checker, he was doing the twist and Beatles and the Monkeys. It goes like this, yeah.
I put a dime in the drugstore record machine.
Well, every person you can know,
Like the Beatles and the Monkeys, Chubby Checker,
and any place that you can go,
like a neighborhood or a store,
and anything that you can show,
like a dime or a record machine.
you know
I enjoy a good morning hallucination, but I have to get ready to teach my first day of classes today, so I'd appreciate it if you all just scoot.
Tori, we know today's your first day of teaching. We're here to help. Right, guys?
What would really help is if I looked over my lesson plan. It's going to be a tough enough day already.
Tori, it's not going to be tough. Why, when we get through with you, it'll be easy as... Three is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number.
Somewhere in the veil of ancient history,
You get 3 as a magic number. The past and the present and the future, faith and hope and charity, the heart and the brain and the body give you 3 as a magic number.
a man and a woman had a little baby. Yes, they did. They had 3 in the family.
That's a magic number. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Do that with me.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30.
Now multiply backwards from 3 times 10. 3 times 10 is
30,
3 times 9 is
27,
3 times 8 is
24,
3 times 7 is
21, 3 times 6 is 18, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 2 is 6.
and 3 times 1. What is it?
3.
That's a magic number.
A man and a woman had a little baby. Yes, they did. They had 3 in the family. That's a magic number.
That was the coolest song.
How can you say that was the coolest song when we have so many more cool songs left to do?
I don't know, it was just the first adjective that came to mind.
What's an adjective?
I know what an adjective is. An adjective is a word used to describe things. Here, let me tell you a little something about them. Got home from camping last spring. Saw people, places, and things. We barely had arrived. Friends asked us to describe the people, places, and every last thing. So we unpacked our adjectives. I unpacked frustrating first. Reached in and found the word worst. Then I picked soggy and next I picked foggy and then I was ready to tell them my tale. 'Cause I unpacked my adjectives.
Adjectives are words we use to really describe things. Handy words to carry around. Days are sunny or they're rainy. Kids are dumb or else they're brainy. Adjectives can show you which way. Adjectives are often used to help us compare things. To say how thin, how fat, how short, how tall. Boys are tall can get taller. Boys are small can get smaller. So one is the tallest, the other's the smallest of all.
We hiked along without care. Then we ran into a bear. She was a hairy bear. She was a scary bear. We beat a hasty retreat from her lair and described her with adjectives.
Next time you go on a trip, remember this little tip. The minute you get back, the can describe people, places, and things. Simply unpack your adjectives. You can do it with adjectives. Tell them about it with adjectives. You can shout it with adjectives. Adjectives.
Shout it out, crazy backpacking adjectives girl.
Au revoir, my blue-eyed gregarious friendly friend.
Okay, guys, I think I'm starting to get the idea here. I can teach grammar if you use a little imagination.
Right.
But I'm not just going to be teaching grammar. I also have to teach math and science and social studies and...
Aha! Social studies. I think I know what your problem is, and I believe I can help. Follow me.
George, what's taking so long?
It's not George. The name's Bill. I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, now it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee. But I know I'll be a law someday. At least I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a Bill.
Gee, Bill, you certainly have a lot of patience and courage.
Yeah, and when it started out, I wasn't even a bill. I was just an idea. Some folks back home said they wanted a law passed, and they called their local congressman, and he said,
You're right, there ought to be a law.
Then he sat down, wrote me down on paper, and introduced me to Congress. And I became a bill, and I'll remain a bill until they decide to make me a law. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I got as far as Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm stuck in committee while I sit here and wait, while a few key congressmen discuss and debate whether they should let me be a law. How I hope and pray that I will, but today I am still just a bill.
Gee, Bill, listen to all those congressmen arguing. Is all that discussion and debate about you?
Yeah, and I'm one of the lucky ones. Most bills never even get this far. I hope they decide to report me favorably, otherwise I may die.
Die?
Yeah, die in committee. Oh, but it looks like I'm gonna live. Now I go to the House of Representatives and they vote on me.
What happens if they say yes?
Then I go to the Senate and the whole thing starts over again.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes! I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. If they vote for me on Capitol Hill, well then I'm off to the White House where I'll wait in a line with a lot of other bills for the president to sign. And if he signs me, then I'll be a law. How I hope and pray that I will, but today I am still just a bill.
You mean even if the whole Congress says you should be a law, the president can still say no?
Yes, that's called a
Veto!
If the president
Veto!
me, then I have to go back to Congress and they vote on me again. But by that time,
It's very unlikely that you'll become a law. It's not easy to become a law, is it?
but how I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill.
He signed you, Bill. Now you're law.
Oh yeah!
That was one of my favorites. I've forgotten how much I learned on Saturday mornings between bowls of Cocoa Puffs.
Don't forget, Tori, it was the Schoolhouse rock song that helped you pass Miss Ledbetter's Constitution exam.
That's right, a whole classroom full of people singing.
Hey, do you know about the USA? Do you know about the government? Can you tell me about the Constitution? Hey, learn about the USA.
1787, I'm told our founding fathers did agree to write a list of principles for keeping people free. The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country, and so our people spelled it out, the things that we should be. And they put those principles down on paper and called it the Constitution. And it's been helping us run our country ever since then. The first part of the Constitution is called the preamble and tells what those founding fathers set out to do.
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
In 1787, I'm told our founding fathers all sat down and wrote a list of principles that's known the world around. The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country, and so our people spelled it out. They wanted a land of liberty.
But Dory, how does the preamble go? I'm glad you asked, George.
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America, for the United States of America.
You know, in all my years of serious trying to be a teacher, they forgot one important thing.
What?
That learning should be fun, like a game.
Yeah, you're right. Ooh, that one really wore me out. I am ready for a nap.
No naps. We have to keep our blood moving.
Well, there's a great new craze that's sweeping the nation.
Come on, do the circulation.
It starts with your heart, what a great sensation.
Come on, do the circulation.
You're out through your arteries and through your veins. Your heart pumps the blood and then it does it again.
So come on, everybody, get it on, everybody. Circulation. So come on, everybody.
Exercise your body.
For circulation. Circulation. Everybody form a circle now. Circulation.
Like your blood, you just start moving around.
Circulation. It's a function that's so out of sight.
And if your feet fall asleep, then
you're not circulating right.
You got 4 heart parts to pump the blood.
Dub. Yeah, that's circulation.
Left and right ventricle, left and right atrium.
Yeah, they do it, they circulate.
They pump blood to your lungs for oxygen.
And then your arteries take it through to your body, and your veins bring the old blood back to be renewed. Circulation takes nutrition to your cells and gets rid of carbon dioxide and waste as well. Circulation is a function that's so out of sight.
And if your hands are cold, then
you're not circulating right.
Well, your blood's such a life-giving potion, like a river, it's always in motion. From your head to your toes, doing good as it goes. It's a big, red, beautiful ocean. Well, there's a great new craze that's sweeping the nation.
Come on, do circulation.
It starts with your heart, what a great sensation.
Yeah, they do it, they circulate.
Out through your arteries, in through your veins. Your heart pumps the blood and then it does it again.
So come on, everybody get it on, everybody. Circulation. So come on, everybody get it on, everybody. Circulation. The circulation. Yeah!
Elvis has left the building. Criminy George, that one just plumb wore me out.
That was a really fun song.
And
And it was informative.
But
It wore me out a bit. Or, hey, what's up with all these conjunctions?
you tell us, Tori.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, how's that function?
I got 3 favorite cars that get most of my job done.
Conjunction, junction, what's their function?
I got Amber and Norm, they'll take you pretty far. And that's an adjective, like this and that. And then there's but, that's sort of the opposite, not this but that. And then there's or, O-R, like when you have a choice like this or that. Amber and Norm gets you pretty far.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up 2 boxcars and making them run right. Milk and honey, bread and butter, peas and rice.
Hey, that's nice.
Dirty but happy, digging and scratching, losing your shoe and a button or 2. He's poor but honest, sad but true.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up 2 cars for 1 when you say something like this choice. Either now or later, or no choice. Neither now nor ever.
Hey, that's clever.
Either this or that, go thin or fat. Never ever would I do that. I don't wanna be fat.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up phrases and clauses that bounce like out of the frying pan and into the fire. He colors his sandbag, but the balloon wouldn't go any higher. Let's go up to the mountains or down to the seas. You should always say thank you,
Or at least say please. Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I'm hooking up words and phrases and clauses and complex sentences like in the mornings, when I'm usually wide awake, I love to take a walk through the gardens and down by the lake, where I often see a duck and a drake. And I wonder as I walk by just what they'd say if they could speak, although I know that's an absurd thought.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up cars and making them function.
Conjunction, junction, how's that function?
I like tying up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, watch that function.
I'm gonna get you there if you're very careful.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I'm gonna get you there.
Oh yeah!
After that song, I think I'm ready to teach me some English.
Good, Tori, good. But don't forget, English isn't the first language of many of your new students.
That's right. A lot of my students are coming from other countries or cultures. I'm going to be very important in their transition to America.
That's right, but that's what's so exciting. You have so much to learn from them as they do from you. That's one of the great things about growing up in the United States.
My grandmother came from Russia, a satchel on her knee. My grandfather had his father's cap he brought from Italy. They'd heard about a country where life might let them win. They paid the fare to America and there they melted in.
Lovely Lady Liberty, with her book of recipes, and the finest one she's got. The Great American Melting Pot, the Great American Melting Pot.
America was founded by the English, but also by the Spanish, Dutch, and French. Our history still sticks, our heritage is mixed, so any kid can be the president.
Simply melt right in. It doesn't matter what your skin. It doesn't matter where you're from or your religion. You jump right in. The Great American Melting Pot. The Great American Melting Pot. Colors to red, white, and blue.
America was a new world, and Europe was the old. America was a land of hope, or so the legend told. On steamboats by the millions, in search of honest pay, those 1960 immigrants sailed to reach the USA.
Lovely Lady Liberty, with her book of recipes, and the finest one she's got. The Great American Melting Pot, the Great American Melting Pot. What good ingredients, liberty and immigrants.
They brought their country's customs, their language and their ways. They filled the factories, tilled the soil, helped build the USA.
Go on and ask your grandma, hear what she has to tell. How great to be American and something else as well.
Lovely Lady Liberty, with her book of recipes, and the finest one she's got. The Great American Melting Pot, the Great American Melting Pot, the Great American Melting Pot.
You know, Dina, it wasn't as easy as you say creating America. We didn't always reach from sea to shining sea.
You're right. We certainly had our fair share of growing pains.
Ow, ow, ow!
One thing you will discover when you get next to one another is everybody needs some elbow room, elbow room.
It's nice when you're kinda cozy, but not when you're tangled nose to nose, yo.
Everybody needs some elbow.
Needs a little elbow room.
That's how it was in the early days of the USA. People kept coming to settle, though the East was the only place there was to go.
The president was Thomas Jefferson. He made a deal with Napoleon.
How'd you like to sail a mile or two?
Or 3 or 100 or 1,000.
And so in 1803 to Louisiana territory was sold to us without a fuss and gave us lots of elbow room.
Oh, elbow room, elbow room. Got to get us some elbow room. It's a West or bust. God we trust. There's a new land out there.
Lewis and Clark volunteered to go.
Goodbye.
prepared for good times and for bad. They hired
Sacagawea to be the guide. She led them all across the countryside.
reached the coast and found the most elbow room they ever had. The way was opened up for folks with bravery. There were plenty of fights to win land rights, but the West was meant to be.
They called it manifest destiny. The trappers, traders, and the peddlers, the politicians and the settlers.
They got there by any way they could.
Any way they could. Gold!
The gold rush trampled down the wilderness. Railroads spread across from east to west. Soon the rest was opened up for good.
Now we jet from east to west. Goodbye, New York. Hello, LA.
But it took those early folks to open up the way.
Now we got a lot of room to be growing from sea to shining sea.
Guess that we have got our elbow room.
But if there should ever come a time when we're crowded up together, I'm
Sure we'll find some elbow room up on the moon.
oh, elbow room. Got to get us some elbow room. It's the moon or bust. You gotta be just this new land. Oh,
Do you think we'll ever colonize on the moon someday?
There's a whole universe of possibilities.
And my students are the ones who are going to take us there. Wow, I loved that song. It reminded me when I was a kid. I used to love riding on trains.
Did you ever travel by plane?
Yeah.
How about by boat?
Yes.
How about by spaceship?
I don't know anyone who's ever been in space.
I know someone who has.
They say our solar system is centered around the sun. 9 planets, large and small, parading by. But somewhere out in space, there's another shining face that you might see some night up in the sky, waving high.
Interplanet Janet, she's a galaxy girl. A solar system mist from a future world. She travels like a rocket with her comet team. There's never been a planet Janet hasn't seen. No, there's never been a planet Janet hasn't seen.
Spin to the sun, it's a lot of fun.
Hi.
It's a hot spot, it's a gas. Hydrogen and helium in a big bright glowing mass.
It's a star, it's a star. So Janet got an autograph.
Mercury was near the sun, so Janet stopped by. But the mercury on Mercury was much too high, so Janet split for Venus, but on Venus she's bound. Couldn't see a thing through all the clouds earthbound. Earth looked exciting, kinda green and inviting, so Janet thought she'd give it a go. But the creatures on that planet looked so very weird to Janet. She didn't even dare to say hello.
It's a bird, it's a plane. Why, it must be a UFO, but it was
Interplanet Janet, she's a galaxy girl. Solar system mist from a future world. She travels like a rocket with her comet team. Never been a planet Janet hasn't seen. No, there's never been a planet Janet hasn't seen.
Mars is red and Jupiter's big, and Saturn shows off its rings. Uranus is built on a funny tilt, and Neptune is its twin. And Pluto is the farthest planet from our sun.
They say our solar system is not alone in space. The universe has endless mystery.
Some future astronaut may find out that what she thought
A shooting star instead turned out to be
planet Janet, she's a galaxy girl. Solar system is from a future world. She travels like a rocket with her comet team. Never been a planet Janet hasn't seen. No, there's never been a planet Janet. It's a planet Janet, it's a planet Janet, it's a planet Janet.
Well, Tori, you have a big day ahead of you. We've been here long enough. We've got to go.
Wait, but we still haven't done songs like electricity, electricity.
No, Tori, we really got to go back to where we came from. Like Janet here. Right, Janet?
Right, Julie.
You're gonna make a great teacher, Tori. Good luck.
Good luck, girl.
Goodbye, Tori. And remember, you learn something new every day. Look out for it.
Bye.
Wait. I just want to thank you all for all your help this morning. I really think I'm ready to teach.
Of course. Thanks.
But I do have a little bit more time before I have to leave. Do you think we could do just one more song just so I know I'm ready?
Yeah, sure. Which one do you want to do?
Hey, my personal favorite.
Interjections. When Reginald was home with the flu, the doctor knew just what to do. She cured the infection with one small injection, while Reginald uttered some
Interjections.
Hey, that's smart. Ouch, that hurts. Yow, that's not fair giving a guy a shot down there.
Interjections. Hey, excitement out or emotion out.
They're gently set apart from a sentence by an exclamation point, or back home when the feeling's not as strong. Though Geraldine played hard to get, Geraldo knew he'd woo her. Yet he showed his affection despite her objection, and Geraldine hollered some
Interjections.
Wow, you've got some nerve. Oh, I've never been so insulted in all my life. Hey, you're kind of cute.
Interjections. Wow. Excitement. Oh, emotion. Hey.
They're gently set apart from a sentence by an exclamation point, or back home when the feeling's not as strong. So when you're happy,
Hooray.
or sad,
Aw.
or frightened,
Eek.
or mad,
Rats.
or excited,
Wow.
or glad,
Hey.
an interjection starts a sentence right. The game was tied at 7-all. When Franklin found he had the ball, he made a connection in the other direction. The crowd started shouting out
Interjections.
Oh, you threw the wrong way.
Darn, you just lost us again.
Hooray, I'm for the other team.
Interjections. All excitement. Darn. Emotion. Hooray.
They're gently set apart from a sentence by an exclamation point, or back home when the feeling's not as strong. So when you're happy,
Hooray.
or sad,
Aw.
or frightened,
Eek.
or mad,
Rats.
or excited,
Wow.
or glad,
Hey.
an interjection starts a sentence right.
Interjections. Show excitement or emotion.
They're gently set apart from a sentence by an exclamation point, or back home when the feeling's not as strong.